What is going on, guys? You're watching Augury AI. My name is Pierce Monazire and we are based out in Toronto. So for today, the workflow that we got for you is the clipping workflow that in total is going to be using Clap, N8N, and Google Sheets to pretty much just, and Potato, I can't forget Potato, to pretty much have you guys set up all of the videos and clips that you want to be able to create in your Google Sheet, run it simply, whether it's from your phone or from your desktop with the N8N server, and it will be posted to every single social media platform that you desire. I believe that this is a pretty good media and business-centric workflow, one that people, maybe not local businesses, but people in your local area that want to start getting into faceless accounts or any type of social media business, that would be an optimal one for them to use for sure, or at least know how to use and be familiar with. So that's my opinion on it. I truly believe it's a good one. I built up some pages pretty quick, especially on TikTok and on Instagram using this workflow, and I'll show you guys that later on in the video or in the demonstration. But with that being said, let's get on with the video. Let's get on with the demonstration. This is Augury AI, and if you have any people out in Toronto that need some AI integration, contact me down below. My name is Pierce Monazire. Let's get into it. Alright, so guys, first we're going to do a quick demonstration. As you can see, this is the workflow. Half of it is those Potato nodes, and the other half is just the processing of getting the links that we need from our Google Sheet, putting it into Clap, waiting, getting the status, getting the video, putting that video back into Potato, all the while also updating our Google Sheet and getting it posted. So with that being said, that's everything it consists of. That's the Google Sheet it's going to be coming from right here. Clap as the website. This is the video we're going to use, and my Instagram, let me just refresh this, guys, and my Instagram so that you guys know a new post will go up. All right, let's press execute. And guys, I'm most likely going to speed up the video for you, but just so you know, we're going to look at it later. It pulled this link, this video for production. We got the caption ready, we got the title ready for YouTube. And a quick thing to mention right off the bat, try and make your captions not go above 250 characters. Or else it won't get posted to Twitter or Threads. But with that being said, we'll wait for this to be done, and then we'll break it down step by step, node by node, so that you guys know how to recreate this. And if you're in the Skool community, feel free to just be able to download this right now. And yeah, I'll speed it up for you guys. Alright guys, so it is just about done. It is getting uploaded to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, and Twitter. Awesome. So let's check our Google Sheet before anything. Make sure it says done. There we go. And let's check Instagram. Last time you guys saw it, there was no new posts. So let's refresh. Sometimes it takes a second, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Let's see if it's on TikTok, for example. Yeah, so they're on TikTok, they're right there, 0 views. Let's check our threads. This is from a day ago, let's refresh. Yeah, so it looks like Instagram and Threads takes a second. What about Facebook? So we got one from a day ago, refresh. Maybe it's different because I'm not actually in the Facebook account. Let me try it one more time, tapping from it. Yeah, there we go, 1 minute ago, it's right there. And like I said, guys, it works for Instagram, but it's just taking a second. Let me just enter again, maybe. Yeah, so the first one just got posted. With that being said, there's a demonstration, guys. You guys can see that it works, and it's pretty simple, only consisting of around 2, 4, 5 HTTP nodes, 2 if nodes, 3 Google Sheet nodes, and the rest of it Potato. So we're about to walk through it step by step. Grab your coffee, grab your drink, set up your laptop. If you guys aren't in the Skool community, follow along, make sure you got your N8N set up. And I'm simply gonna open up each node, look at how it's configured, and go to the next, assuming that that's how I would ideally like it. So with that being said, let's get into it, guys. Take a sip. Nice. Now, I'm gonna say this before I start, guys. The first thing that you're gonna wanna do is get the prerequisites done. And that's just Clap and Google Sheets. So, in relation to Clap, I'm in free trial mode. You don't need to get into an actual membership for this, but as soon as you make an account with Clap, go to the sidebar, your button, your icon for your account, go to API, you'll be brought here, make a new API key, and whether you copy it as soon as it's made or back out and see what it's like right here, copy it, bring it into N8N, and honestly, if you guys know how to add a credential from the home page, do that. If not, we'll add it when we have to get there. Now, besides obtaining your API key, the next thing that you're going to want to do is establish a Google Sheet that's going to be where all of this gets stored. Excuse me. And the way that we do that is, of course, going to Google Sheet and making it. But I'm going to do it as if we're making it from a new tab. So open up a new tab. Head to your, if you're on Mac, head to the side here, Sheets, new blank sheet. And what I like about Google Sheets, guys, is that usually as soon as you open up a new one, you can insert a blank table. So if you insert a blank table and you look back at this referral, you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. ID, links, production, date, you know? So I'll type that, ID, status, I did that wrong. But you guys get the idea though. Links, production, date. I'm not actually going to do this sheet because I don't want to clutter up my space. But once you guys have this sheet down and columns for ID, long form links, production status, date produced, caption, and YouTube title, you'll just want to switch your production status, edit the column type to be a dropdown. And once you have that dropdown, pop up to the right, make sure you add these. Done for production, skip error, even though I don't use those. So really just the done and for production. You can do that by adding another item, even though 2 should pop up for you. And once you guys have that, you're good with the first Google Sheet. Now just copy it all, Control A, Control C, tap the add sheet down there. You'll be brought to another sheet. Go to the top cell, A2, or A2 it should be, and press Command V, copy the sheet down, and then just change up the titles a bit. And this is just for tracking, guys. You don't have to add this sheet. As you can see, I did a very poor job managing it, but it's just to have another little bit of a database to know and keep track of everything you've done. Feel free to pause the video if you guys want to look at the configuring. For the publishing status, it's the same. You can just have it with done or for publishing. Not that it matters with this page. You could honestly delete that column. But that would be it for Google Sheets. So now that we have the prerequisites out the way, the clap and Google Sheets, let's see if we can get this done relatively quickly. All right, guys, so the first node is going to be a trigger node. You guys should know that by now. It's usually one of the first ones that people add. The next one that we're going to want to add is a Google Sheets get rows operation. So once you guys get that node up, I did a video on how to connect your credentials. So let's assume that you guys have it connected. Once you have it connected, have the operation to get rows. Select the sheet that you just did. Make sure it's matching the name. Like that. It still works sometimes, even if it doesn't. And then once you have it down with sheet 1, select the production status column and type for production. Make sure the combine filters is on and that you have added an option that is switched on to return only first matching row. When you run it, like how I ran this in the demo, you should get the row that's for production, the link, the caption, and the title for YouTube with it. Next is your first HTTP request node. And guys, I keep looking at my battery because I want to try and beat the time. The next HTTP request node contains this link. This is one from the API documents for clap that we're going to need if we want to turn videos to shorts. Have this HTTP node set on post, and this is where you could add your credential. So have this set to generic, have this sent to header auth, and then when your authorizations drop down, or credentials if you have them, type on new credential, type authorization for the name, go to clap, copy your API key, paste it there, and you will be good. Now you'll have it there, which I recommend. Besides that, switch on the send body, switch it to JSON using JSON. And this is the JSON that you guys will want to use. This just pretty much specifies the long form links. This is where you guys will want to put that in there. Again, if you're in the Skool community, you'll already have it there. It'll just be grayed out, but you get that from dragging your link into there. We have it set to English. You guys could probably analyze it and get the idea. Target clip amount 3, max 4. Editing options, captions, yes. Reframe, yes. Emojis, yes. Remove silences, yes. Intro, false. Dimensions, perfect for reels. And duration, in between 15 to 45 seconds. Simple. Now we have a wait node. Mine is a little bit long for my own liking. I don't know if it needs to be 7 minutes, but it is. Now we have another HTTP request. This is going to be the URL for this one. And then we want to copy our JSON ID from the wait node and put it after so that I can correctly identify just what status it needs to retrieve. Make sure you have your clap credentials, and that will be about it for the get status node. Next, you're going to want to add a if node. You get that by, of course, adding if. It will be the green one. And inside of it, drag your status, because this is going to say if it is ready, then it's equal to ready, and that means you can carry on. Simple. You guys could pause it, look at it again. Nothing too much there. Then another HTTP request. This is going to be the URL. It's going to be pulling it from the project now. And the JSON output ID. Just copy that from the if node. Have your clap credentials set up. Amazing. And it'll give you the extra data that clap does, such as their virality scores and whatnot. Next, second last HTTP request. Probably the most complex URL. You guys can feel free to copy this, screenshot, put it in ChatGPT. But we're getting that file out of the folder with a specific ID from that URL. Again, with our clap credentials. And this is the JSON that you'll want to use. So switch on send body content type JSON using JSON. Preset ID 123. Now guys, I haven't looked into other presets that they have. It's pretty much just designs of how they'll do makeup on the reels and edit them. Another wait node, this one's 5 minutes for me. Get shorts, the last HTTP request node. Exports it. You can tell because of that last word in the URL, but we're going to want to have that familiar folder JSON, the ID JSON, and then the ID JSON again. You guys got that? And we're setting this one to get because we're now retrieving something rather than posting information. Have your clap credentials set up. You guys can see that there's a little bit of a pattern with this, right? We have another if node. Again, if it's ready, then it's ready. That's how I like to say these things in my head. If it's ready, then it's ready. If it's not ready, then, well, loop it. And this is the output we got from the last run. Nothing different. Now this is where you're going to want to bring up another Google Sheet nodes, guys. This one's going to be on update row. So whether you have this template or you're searching it up, if you search it up, it'll be the last one right down there. Have your credentials set up. Again, we have a video for that. Sheet within document, update row, collect your sheets. Now, if it's not connected, guys, it won't properly update the for production to done. That's what this node is all about. Have it on sheet 1, map each column manually, and out of the things, the drop downs to pick your ID. In your ID, go back to your very first get long form node at the side input and drag over your ID, JSON ID right there. For production status, type in done, its counterpart, whatever the counterpart to start was for you. And then for date produced, well, you could just go to variables and context or go to your Google Sheet. I'm having a little bit of a hiccup, guys, but for the sake of consistency, I think I'd probably bring in the new date or now with what I'm thinking right now. Awesome. Now after that, we're going to want to log shorts, and that's just the second sheet. This one, guys, that I mentioned I had done a very bad job managing. So feel free to customize this. If you get the template, it'll be as it is, so you won't have to do much. But as always, connect everything, connect your credentials, sheet within sheet. This one is going to be set to append row though. Have it on the same list. Now have it on sheet 2. Map each column manually still. And for ID, set it to expression. And type this expression, guys. This makes it go sequentially from what's been completed to what needs to be done. Now for the short-term links, TikTok caption, Instagram caption, YouTube caption, all of these captions are going to be, I'm having a little bit of a, right here, under your get shorts details. So you can drag them all over, guys. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they're all going to be right here. Date published. Feel free to copy this string and paste it into ChatGPT to get it for publishing. Awesome. Now that would be it for the logging shorts, guys. Now we are just down to Blatato, and I really love Blatato. If you guys aren't familiar with using it, you guys could definitely check it out first. I'll search it up real quick so you guys could actually just see what the interface looks like. Pretty sure it was made by Sabrina Romanov. Really, really good app, and this is the type of app that they're talking about when they mean AI is going to be making millionaires. Now, besides that, allow me to digress. It's very simple. Once you guys download Blatato, it used to be one that wasn't even integrated with N8N, but now you could just, as soon as you type it up like this, you just have to download it from right here. Mine says installed. But it only has 2 nodes, and the first one is the upload, and the other one is the create a post. So obviously, just tap the upload to add that. Then you can add as many other create a post ones as accounts that you have on social media. So in the upload media node, you guys are just going to simply want to connect your credential. You guys do that from getting your API key from Blatato. I'll do it at the end. I wasn't prepared with that, sorry guys. But standard regimen still. If anything, this one's going to be a little bit more easier because you don't have to type allow, or authorization. You just have to simply paste your API key. For the resource, we have ours on media, on upload because we're posting it to Blatato. And then for the JSON short form links, right here. So we're actually posting all the links to that sheet too, and it's going to be pulling it and then posting it to Blatato. And then lastly, guys, we're on the last lap for the actual Blatato post nodes. Enter that and say it is TikTok. Well, same thing, guys. You're gonna want to add your account first, add your API, have it on post now, create, and pick the platform. It's really that simple. From there, it will say what TikTok accounts you actually have connected to your Blatato. That's why I have 2 drop down there. For the text, again, you guys could drag it from wherever. Pretty sure I could drag this one from my first sheet, the caption there. And then the media URL, that is in the previous Blatato node, now that we posted it there. Privacy level, public to everybody. And you actually have a lot of customization on what else you guys want to do to those posts. My battery's running low, or else I would go into them. But let's quickly go over the rest of them, and then we'll go over that. And it's really the same, guys. Instagram, exact same thing. Get long form, that's my caption. And then that's the URL from the previous Blatato node. Caption, URL, title, because this is YouTube. And again, I had that in my sheets already too, YouTube title. Same thing for all the other 3 guys. Just make sure you're connecting your respective accounts. And now for, say, TikTok, since it has a lot of additional options. Disable comments, switch it on. Disable duet if you don't want anyone to redo the videos. If you want to let your fans know that it's AI generated. Auto add music, that would be a cool one to try out. You guys are getting a good idea. I think it's one of the most multifaceted uploading platforms out there. But with that being said, that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I didn't want to X out there, but let's look at it one more time. I keep on doing that by accident. Yep, that was the workflow, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely download it if you guys didn't want to stay and watch this whole entire thing. I'll say it one more time. I believe it's a really good media-centric, business-centric workflow, but an amazing one overall. One that I probably use the most because it's just a lot of fun building an account from scratch. especially off of clips with how popular they are in today's day and age. But I hope you guys see some strategic use out of this and are able to come up with a clever way to pitch it to potential clients in the future. So that wraps up this video. All right, guys, so that's it for the video. You guys learned how to make a clipping workflow within, I'd say, 20 minutes. I lost track of time due to the waiting of that workflow. But again, I hope you guys had fun watching it. I hope you guys found it useful. I hope you guys found it applicable. And we have a couple more videos coming up next so that you guys get the whole entire sweep of everything that Augury AI has to offer. Again, if you have any friends or family that has businesses out in Toronto, be sure to contact me, and we could even set this workflow up personally for them if they're not too technical or wanting to get into the N8N sphere, unlike you, if you're watching this. But that gives it all for today. That's it for today, guys. So I hope you guys have a good day. Keep on grinding, keep on learning, keep on chasing after everything to do with AI and just knowledge overall. This is Pierce Mondesire, and we are out today.